Hey, what's going on, everybody? DJ here. So, did you miss me? I didn't make a video yesterday. I take that back. I did make a video yesterday, but it was for the members only. So, shout out to all my members. Thank you for those who support the channel. All right, it's gonna be a longer talking head video. So, if you wanna organize some cards, clean up your room, prepare your business, this is the perfect video for you. You will learn absolutely nothing, but let's have some fun. So, we are officially 66 days away from the 30th anniversary. Oh, and by the way, do you like this angle? I got a stand so that way it's a little better that I think than the one that was like right here for the camera videos. Anyways, 66 days away from the 30th anniversary. Man, the euphoria right now is wild. I expect it or predict it to be much crazier when we're like 30 days out, 2 weeks out, because we still have Pitch Black coming out very soon. I did do the pre-release. It was fun. I will say the cards for me weren't really that cool. There's like this new thing, or new to me anyways, I think it's called Trick or Treat. And it's like you want to basically throw your cards away for Pitch Black into the discard pile. I don't know. It was okay, I guess. I don't think it's going to be a great set overall. I think people are going to be excited for like 4 days, 5 days. It's not the greatest set in the world. But ultimately after that, fast forward just a little bit more beyond that, guess what we get? We get the 30th anniversary. And I know most of you know that by now. But I'm not sure if people are really understanding the totality, like how big of a deal this is about to be. I mean, some of these cards getting revealed are crazy. Now, personally, for me as a fan, I get it. As a fan, it's a really cool set. I wish it didn't have the stamp promo, blah, blah, blah. I wish they put it like in the corner. I think Rudy said Magic did that or something. I don't know, but it'd be cool if they just put it in the corner, because then I'd be like, wow, I want this card forever. Personally, no hate or anything. I still think they're great looking cards. I just wish it didn't have that stamp. Kind of cheapens it a little bit for me, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to open it with the kids. We're going to have some fun. Now, I've been thinking about what is the best way to position the money. I just spoke to Chuck, and TRJ was on that video as well, or that live stream as well. It wasn't a long video or anything. But really opened my eyes to the SPC, the Prismatic SPC. Now, you guys know I've been very bullish on Prismatic overall. Definitely the SPC, but I don't really have a big position on it, to be honest with you. I have at the moment probably 1 sealed case left. I only had like 3, and I sold one of them. And dang, I'm really hurting on that. And I think the SPC is down like 35, 40%. And it's like, wow. I mean, that is some serious downward pressure on the SPC specifically. And it's got 15 packs. More importantly, guys, long term, what's the most important thing? Unweighed packs for anything that has a God pack. We're talking Black Bolt, we're talking White Flare, of course, Prismatic, Ascended Heroes, anything. And you could say 151, which has demi packs. That's fair. But really, those God packs, man, can easily be weighed. And so long term, like, what are you going to want? You're going to want something that's not weighed. So that's why I don't invest in, loose packs and all that stuff. That's great for ripping chippers and all that. But as far as like where I want to put my money and where I think maybe is ideal for me and maybe people like me, it's 100% in the sealed product. The problem is, which sealed product do you get, right? Because if you look at the ETB, it's going to be, in my opinion, the easiest to sell. That's always a pro of that. That's why I have over 40 whatever cases I have Prismatic. I don't know. It changes. I get them in all the time in collections because people are getting scared. That's fine. I will buy your fear. I don't mind. Any day of the week, I'll buy your fear. And so, one good thing about the regular ETB versus the Pokemon Center, considering the Pokemon Center is already over $400, when this thing appreciates, it's just a matter of time eventually, right? It's going to go to 600, 700, 800, maybe even 1,000 like 151 did. I think at the peak for 151, it went to 1,300, 1,500. Good luck finding a buyer at that point, right? And especially if you have multiple, good luck finding a buyer. And so that is one way for sure that I think the regular ETB definitely has a pro. I have to give a huge check to the regular ETB because maybe that'll go up to 250, 300. I think at that point, people still can afford that. People can still justify that. Yes, it's not the rarest version. Yes, technically it's not the best version of Prismatic or anything, but it's still affordable enough. You see what I'm saying? Looking at the SPC though, man, I don't think this is very difficult to 2x. Quick money, quick and easy money. And if this goes to 450, 500, it's a lot easier for a person to justify. When you're purchasing just an ETB and it only has 9 packs, or even the Pokemon Center, which has 11 packs, it doesn't feel like you're getting your money's worth. In fact, with the SPC, you're getting 15, again, unweighed packs, but you also get the SIR promo. And so that just feels like you're winning. You know what I mean? It feels like you're getting your money's worth long-term. So I have been thinking about that to position more into that. That being said, for the SPCs, I am looking for sealed cases. I am willing to pay you 92% shipped, 92%. I think that's very strong. I don't think anybody else is paying that high. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. 92 shipped. How it works is you ship it to me, I verify it's authentic, I verify it is real, and then I'll pay you the very next business day. I do prefer to work with people who are larger, 5, 10, 20 cases and above. But, if you don't talk too much, I'll do 1 or 2 cases. Basically what I'm saying is I don't want to answer 50 questions. I'm not that kind of guy when I do business. I just want you to say, hey, DJ, this is what I have. This is the price. I agree to the price. Okay, cool. Ship it to this address. That's about as long as conversation really needs to be. And use UPS, please. But I don't want to talk for 20 minutes and all that. It just takes up too much time, especially for smaller deals. You know what I mean? So thank you to those who reach out. Looking again at Sam's Club, right? I did mention this yesterday in the members only one. I'm really looking at these next Ascended Heroes Sam's Club bundles. Oh my goodness, am I going to try to make a move on that? Probably will have to pay really, really strong. I'm going to attempt to buy a bunch of these at 90%. Will that be good? Again, I don't even know what the market's going to be at 90%. I don't mind. And so that's why I'm starting to sell a couple things. I did put in a prismatic booster bundle case on the store. It's expensive. It's $2,500. I think TCG is like $2,420 after tax. It's pretty close to $2,500. I don't really want to sell it. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. And eventually the price of prismatic will naturally go up and $2,500 will be a deal. So don't feel pressured to buy it right now. But when it moves up to $2,700, $2,800, somebody's going to see it at $25 and it'll be a deal. So I did put that on there. Also put Black Bolt ETB case. Cheapest you can get on TCG Player is $2,100 right now. That's the cheapest that people are selling them. There's less than 10 on the market. I'm selling mine because there is some damage to one of the corners, but it is still a sealed case. I think I have it for $1,900. You're not going to find that anywhere. But yeah, I'm trying to reposition a couple things. I've ran the course with Black Bolt. I think he'll still continue to do very well. I love Black Bolt. I love White Flare. I would not be surprised if that shoots to the moon because on one side, Prismatic Evolutions, it's been really heavily printed. The SPC hasn't been printed nearly as much, and that's why I'm trying to move into that position a little bit more. Black Bolt, you can't say the same. Black Bolt never got a reprint. White Flare, you never see these. The only time you'll ever see them is if you go to a show or something, or hell, I've never seen them at my LGS for sale besides when they first came out. You're not going to find it. So I may end up, not liking that. I may be pretty sad about that over the long term. But I think Black Bolt, it's for sure, Black Bolt is not rotating out in this next block. That's why I feel like for me personally, Prismatic's a little bit more urgent. And I'm not selling all my Black Bolt position. Do keep that in mind. I'm just trying to reallocate some funds where I see a better opportunity, at least in the short to midterm. Again, not thinking long term with these particular plays. Thinking about the 30th. Oh my goodness, man. Those ETBs for 100, I've been told, though I have not confirmed, that they are now sold out at $100. I would not be surprised because it blew up on the internet. I think I was the first person to make a video on it, definitely on Instagram and YouTube, at least that I saw. And then obviously other people commented on it. Of course, right? It's the biggest news. And to be fair, somebody did DM me that, right? Yo, DJ, you got to check this out. I just came from GameStop. So shout out to my guy. I forget your name. Start with an N. Was it Nick? Whoever it was. Thank you very much, buddy. If the base price is $100, I feel really good. I feel really good buying those at $100. I wonder if I should go all in with it because let's not lie to each other. The volume, the liquidity is 100% going to be in the 30th anniversary. But there's a lot of risk involved with that in someone in my position. Now, if you're investing, it probably doesn't matter, right? If you buy these for $100 and your time frame is 3, 5 years, 10 years, you're going to be sitting pretty, really pretty buying at $100. But my goal is to buy it and sell it. You see what I'm saying? So this is difficult. I've been trying to question what is the best solution for me. I do not want to ignore the 30th anniversary. I mean, people are going to come to the store, and if I'm not stocking the number one thing that literally everybody and their mother wants, that's a mistake. for sure, right? That is a huge mistake for me, I think, and for the business. So I'm still trying to figure out, is there anybody selling in large quantities? We're not talking 10, we're not talking 5, but like really seriously large quantities of the 30th anniversary. And I just don't know. I don't know. And it definitely puts stress on my brain. I think the smart answer for me and other people potentially could be, and I don't know what's right for you, but for me, is probably focusing on prismatic, focusing on other things, rotating out this next block, surging sparks, maybe, a little bit of twilight, not crazy positions in those. That's probably the smart answer, but that's not where the liquidity is going to be. Nobody's going to care about prismatic evolutions. I can tell you that right now. Nobody is going to even give prismatic evolutions a second thought. Everybody's just going to focus on the 30th and these new cards, and there's so many unanswered questions. I want to know what the rarity is. Is it 1 in 2,000 to get that Mew and Mewtwo? The green star, because there's SIRs, which generally are already pretty hard to get. Depending on the set, it's 1 in 55 or 1 in 70 or 1 in 65 to get an SIR. And then who knows with this Mew and Mewtwo, is it 1 in 1,000? Is it 1 in 2,000? Is it 1 in 10,000? That is really going to matter for the longevity of the 30th. Because if it's really easy to get everything, you're going to open 1, 2, 3 boxes. You're going to get mostly everything you want. SIRs aren't that hard to get. I mean, sometimes they are, but not usually, right? Like, especially if there's not a lot of bulk, which I don't know if there is or not. I'm just going off of like what I've seen with the 25th anniversary, like, is there going to be a bunch of random cards like this? Oh, that was, you know what I mean? Or is it just all hits? I don't know. Is it like the first partners or something? I don't know what's inside these packs, right? I'm assuming you're gonna get a bunch of those Pikachus because there's 1 in every pack, I believe. There's supposed to be 30 of them or so. So you're probably gonna see a whole bunch of Pikachu, which at first is really cool. But what keeps everybody coming back? There has to be a massive card in there that's super difficult, that becomes unbelievably expensive. Now, I want to say it was a non-TCG in yesterday's video that claimed that he heard it was 1 in 10,000. Again, how can I prove or disprove that? I don't know, but I am hoping it's super rare. If we were to see a 1 in 10,000, hell, a 1 in 5,000, we're getting closer to Lorcana rarity. Now that would be wild. If you don't know much about Lorcana, that's fine, but I'm here to tell you, they have rarities that are similar to SIR pull rates in Pokemon. These are like enchanted. And then they have what's called iconic. Now, iconic takes roughly, depending on the set, 12 to 15 booster box, or no, 12 to 15 sealed cases to hit one, not booster box. That's a lot. That is rare. I don't know if Pokemon's going to have that rarity, but that would get people coming back, man. If you knew that potentially you could hit $10,000 card, $5,000, $15,000 raw. I don't know, if that's even true. I'm just talking out my ass here, but that would be interesting. That would make these $100 ETBs a freaking screaming buy. And that's why I need exposure to it. Now that I've just said that, now that I just talked about that, I think I am going to go back to GameStop today and see if mine is sold out. I'm going to secure another 4. I can't miss this. I can't miss this. I don't know if that's going to be a good or a bad move, but to not have any exposure as a business to the biggest event literally in history for Pokemon seems kind of dumb. Now, I did mention the other day, it's not a perfect example, but I don't know how old you guys are. There used to be this thing for Superman. I believe it was in the 90s, because I remember it being a big deal. But Superman died in the comic book world. Type 22 if you know what I'm talking about. And everybody and their mother got ready for this Superman died event. Or, everybody was buying 5, 10, 20 copies. I think my dad told me he bought 10 or 20. Everybody, people who didn't like Superman, people who didn't like comic books, they printed that thing to the ground. And guess what? It ended up being worth about $10. I think these days it's worth about 20. And we're talking, 20 something years later. Now, I don't think that's going to happen with Pokemon. Pokemon is the #1 franchise on planet Earth. And it's not by mistake. Way bigger than Disney, way bigger than Marvel, which is part of Disney, way bigger than Hello Kitty, way bigger than any franchise on the entire planet. And they didn't become the #1 franchise in the world because they're idiots. So I don't think they're going to print it to that level. And even if they could print it to that level, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? If they had the option to, I don't even think it is an option that they could print it to where it becomes worth nothing. That is how big Pokemon is. a lot of people don't understand. I mean, we're talking about probably, I'm just guessing 50 million people collecting this. 50 million? I don't know. Like worldwide, this is a huge deal, right? So I do feel pretty safe in it. But at the end of the day, it's not the smart money for me. I think I'll have a better opportunity for investment sakes to invest in it longer term. I could be completely wrong with that. I could. And because I don't know the answer to that question, I'm just going to buy in. I'm not taking that risk. For me, it's more risky in my mind to not participate than to say, you know what, I'm going to risk it, see if I can get it for cheaper later. It's really going to come down, in my opinion, to that Mew and that Mewtwo and how rare they truly are. I look forward to it. I think I've rambled enough here, guys. Let me know if you like this angle. Like I said, let me know if you like the talking head videos. 66 days away. It's really exciting. I started playing Pokemon Go a little bit. My kids come back next week. Finally, I can't wait. I miss them a lot. And I'm going to get them walking around. We're going to play some Pokemon Go. We're probably going to drive around, get them into the Pokemon season. Then they'll get their own ETB. I'll get one and we'll all open it. And I think it's going to be a festivity? I don't know, whatever, right? It's going to be a good time in the 30th anniversary. And then we get ready for the Rayquaza set. I appreciate all of you. Hit me up if you got SPC sealed cases. I'm not going to pay 92% for loose ones, but for sealed cases, 92%. That includes shipping. You send it to me. I'll send it to you the next day. We're still waiting on our PCG order. It's in the final stages. I can't wait to get that. Then, like I said, I'm going to throw that on eBay, be part of the community. Use code DJ22. I don't get paid anything for saying that. I just want to support Rudy and PCG. Appreciate you guys. Much love to all of you. Have a great day. Peace. Did we do hashtag? Oh my God, we didn't. Hashtag pink Red Bull. Hashtag Red Bull. Love you guys. Bye.